Hey, Bubsy Girl here. Today I'm going to show you how I customized this doll to look just like SUGA from the K-pop group BTS. I'm a huge fan of BTS and I have been for a long time, and SUGA is definitely one of my most favourites, so I definitely wanted to do him first. I decided to make his outfit and hair all based on the outfit that he wore in the music video Run. So I'm using this doll's body because it has pale skin, which is what SUGA is known for, but I'm changing the head for a better face shape. Next I look at a bunch of reference photos and gently and very carefully carve away small parts of the face so that I can make it more accurate to him. Once I'd carved off a few pieces, I then used an electric nail grinder to smooth it all out. I then give it a good coat of Mr. Super Clear and begin the repaint. When I start redrawing the face, I always start with some Prismacolor pencils, and then I add in some shading as I go, and then give the colours more opacity after each spray of Mr. Super Clear. Here I'm just working on his little fake tattoos. It was really hard to get any decent photos of his arms, so I just kind of made up a lot of them. For his clothing, I'm going to start off with his yellow shirt. It's just a basic short sleeve shirt, so I made a simple pattern like this, and then I painted the mouth on with some acrylic paint. I stitched it all together on the sewing machine. Once it's finished, I turn it inside out and add some Velcro. This is basically how I did the pants. I made a front piece and a back piece, and then I stuck them together. I then stitched on a bit of detail with some white thread. I'm also going to attach this little wire clip thing. It's the same sort of clips you use for a bra, but I'm going to be using it to attach his suspenders. I make his suspenders out of some white ribbon and then cut it all to length and singe all the edges so that it doesn't fray. I then attach the little hooks and make sure it fits right. For a bit of detail, I add some little metal nail art pieces. I also add a few to the pants to make them look like buttons. This is the pattern that I made for his jacket. I'm cutting it out of some stretchy black fabric. For the part around the neck, around the wrists, and around the waist, I add a piece of black elastic. And then I put it all together. Once the jacket's finished, I make these little tiny badges out of hot glue. I cut them out and then paint them with acrylic paint and give them a gloss. Once they're all finished, I attach them to the jacket. I did the zips pretty much the same way. To make the pattern for the shoes, I first wrap his feet up in some cling wrap. Then I wrap it up in masking tape. Then draw on all the guidelines for the pattern of the shoe. Once I've made the pattern for the shoe, I cut it out and then draw it onto some fabric. I made a flat shoe base out of some black clay, and then built the shoe off of that. To give the shoe a bit more shape and strength, I decided to put some hot glue over the tip of the shoe. I then painted it black with acrylic paint and then painted on the details. I then stitched some thick black thread through where the eyelets would be to make the shoelaces. Lastly, I made his necklace out of some really thin chain.
You like this chain? $3.
And now he's all done. I hope I've done him justice and that the army approves my hard work.